So everybody knows us as the lead gen gurus. We're the people that generate millions of leads for every industry on the planet, and I've been doing this for decades, since long before the internet, and I'm here to tell you that yeah, it works and we're good at it, but it's not the smartest thing you can do. A lead or any regular marketing is an expense. Yeah, it costs me $100 to get a new customer. If I want 20 new customers, 2 grand. It's a sunk expense. Once you spend it, it's gone. You stop spending it, the business stops. But a brand or being famous and well known, that's not a marketing expense. That's a capital expenditure on a revenue producing asset. If you were the absolute best known, whatever you are, professional in your marketplace, everybody knows you, what would that mean for your business? Would it mean you're number one? I can't guarantee that. You might not be any good at what you do, but nothing is more valuable than being known as the whatever it is, lead guy by everybody. And that's what we do. So let me explain how this all works. You gotta be familiar. And you know it works because every city you go to, when you turn on the radio in the rental car and you hear some crazy mattress guy ranting or somebody going, "You've got a friend in the jewelry business." Or you drive by hundreds of billboards and see buses and they've all got lawyers, personal injury attorneys, call blah, blah, blah. And it's not really saying anything. No, it's just making them well known. It's the familiarity principle. Go and look on YouTube at the mere exposure effect. It's mind boggling how we gravitate towards whatever's most familiar to us. And lawyers have figured this out. So have mattress guys and jewelers and used car salesmen. And yeah, if you can afford to spend enough money long enough to become well known, it pays. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Postcards are still insanely effective. If you spend enough on them consistently enough, they work. But there's a way to shortcut that process. I mean, really shortcut that process. And here's how we do it using social media. You create videos like a subject matter expert, an influencer, not ads. You're making informational videos, answering questions, guiding people. Pretend that you've got favorite relatives on the other coast and they call you and say, "Hey, I'm having this issue. What do I do? Who do I talk to? Who do I call? How do I vet?" And that advice, because you are a subject matter expert, all the questions you answer for people, it's really valuable. But it takes years to build up a following and get people to, no. Here's what we're going to do. You create simple videos 1 to 3 times a week. If you can do it more, great. 3's really a sweet spot. 1's your minimum. You create those videos, and what we're going to do is we're going to take that video, and before we show it to anybody that matters, the first thing we're going to do is go put a bunch of validation views on it to validate that it's worth watching. Because who wants to watch a video with 139 views? Yeah, no thanks. I want the one that has thousands of views. That's clearly good stuff. Most important thing you can do to your content. So we're going to put those views on the first few hours after it goes live. So day one, we're showing it to the whole world, completely optimized in a very unique way to just maximize the real viewership, not fake views, real views. And about 6 hours later, once those views are chugging along and I got a few thousand views, well, now we're going to take it and we're going to use AI or machine learning based targeting to find people that are legitimately interested, because now it's going to be optimized for deep engagement. People that click, like, share, comment, save, watch it with the sound on for a long time. This is somebody who cares about what you have to say. And as long as your video opens with some kind of hook, are you a business owner that wants to? Have you been having pain in your back and your doctor? Have you been getting told over and over you need to have surgery on your knees and blah, blah, blah? Well, that's hooking the right person. And somebody who stops and watches that whole thing, well, they're in the consideration phase of a transaction. When I watch something about should I add solar to my house as a reverse mortgage smart, what's better, exosome, stem cells, cell factors, what I care about that topic. And the AI side of the targeting will find people, because we say we just want people that really like this. And it'll get better and better and better, just like it does with your algorithms on Reels or TikTok or whatever else, at finding the perfect person who really cares. And what we're going to be doing is grabbing those people and pulling them into, think of it as a fan base. It's a retargeting audience because we know what they're doing and we know if they're interested. Now they're in a database where they're going to see your content consistently because people need to see you a couple dozen times before they really know, like, trust you, before they think you are an authority figure. And to them, after they've seen you a dozen or 24 times, you're the biggest name in whatever your industry is. It's really and truly that simple. And when you're making this content, 80% of it, you're giving. It's for them, not for you. 20% can be the ask. If you want to get an estimate, click down below. If you want blah, 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 give us a call, whatever. You ask, but give, ask. And as long as you do that, and people see you consistently, not only are you going to be familiar to them and an authority figure, but you're trustworthy because you're giving them good advice. You're telling them how to choose another provider as if they're in another country or another state. You want them to have the epiphany that, oh my gosh, he's right here in Phoenix where I am. I can go to him directly because they see your ads or your asks separately. And it's really that simple. So you're putting up content, and that content is finding people who care about what you're talking about and building a fan base. And by the way, somebody who watches your video, good solid 4 times more likely to do business with you than somebody who likes or follows you. You want people that consume your information. That's the people that will turn into business. So the outcome in all this, you end up with an audience of fans who like your content, who continue to watch it. 10, 100,000 people. We can't afford to make you famous to everybody. That's the problem with the billboards and the buses and the park benches and the whatever. Yeah, we're trying to make you famous to everybody, and 99% of them aren't in the market for whatever. But if what you do is a certain kind of therapy or treatment or dental implants, well, now all of a sudden you're talking to people who care about that topic and they're paying attention. They're in the consideration phase. They're gathering knowledge. And by the way, when it comes to lead gen, only about 40% of the conversions that occur in the first 90 days. 48% occur in the second 90 days. 12% take more than 6 months. You're playing that timing game because once you know they're considering something, now you're going to stay top of mind. They're going to see you frequently enough that they'll never forget you, so that when they're ready to move forward, you're there. That's where the real money is. 80% of the money is in the future conversions, not the now conversions. So that's how we turn somebody into a brand, into the best known, I don't care what it is, dry cleaner in your market, the best known seller of backcracking tables to chiropractors around the country. It doesn't matter what it is and who your audience is. We'll build the perfect audience of people who resonate with you, resonate with your information, and to them, you'll be the world's leading authority on your topic. That's it in a nutshell.